that's a lovely reaction, isn't it?
Yeah! Hello! Thank you so much.
That's a lovely reaction.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
You know, it's interesting because that love for you doesn't wane. It doesn't go away, does it? And you were gone for a few years, you came back, and then you were gone again, and you come back, and it's like they're still crazy for you. It must be a lovely feeling. Are you surprised ever at the support you get here?
You know, ever since we were in Take That, we've always been expecting...
Well, just stop you there. When he says we, he doesn't mean we, obviously. I wish I was part of that history.
No,
but...
I've been seeing the lads a lot, so they're on my mind. But, you know... I've always gone, right, is it this Christmas or is it this Christmas that they're going to go? And, you know, and people kind of
that you're going to lose that support?
Yeah.
You're gonna lose that?
Yeah, and then when Rude Box came and it got panned and it didn't do that great, it was a bit, oh, now's the time and here's your golden clock and off you go and thank you very much.
Did it upset you? Did it worry you? Did it trouble you, that feeling?
It was a mixture, really. I was kind of... there was a weird sense of relief that stuff didn't have to be that massive anymore.
So, interesting you say a sort of relief, because certainly anyone who's in the public eye, there's a certain level of trying to keep doing what you do. And there's a need and an expectation that your fans have of you. They want you to be Robbie kind of all the time. And although you are Robbie, you're not the public Robbie necessarily all the time. And that must take its toll, I guess. So I guess, was that the relief, the fact that you thought, OK, I can relax from being public Robbie for a while, I don't have to deliver this, I don't have to be who they want me to be, even though you like it when people love you?
Yeah, I think kind of the decision was made for me, really. You know, I went on tour and you know, I managed, luckily, you know, gratefully, sold 3.6 million tickets for this tour. And towards the middle and towards the end, I just developed this stage fright. And I've always been very nervous, you know, very incredibly nervous before coming on here tonight. I haven't done anything for 3 years, so, you know...
I could sense you in that, I'm really thrilled you're coming. But I'm always amazed when I hear it, because when you're on stage, you command the stage with what seems like such ease and confidence.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going on in my head.
And what is the fear? What is the nerves about?
Well, you know, sometimes it's 80,000 people, and then...
well, when you put it that way...
No, but, you know, sometimes it's 80,000 people, and then it's like Russian roulette. Some days you wake up and it's like, there's 80,000 people out there. And it is quite an unnatural thing to do. And, you know, a lot of the time, when I get up on stage, I am very relaxed and I just get through it. And then something comes over me and I don't know what it is, you know, like, when I come on stage, the nerves go. And then all of a sudden, on this last tour, the nerves stayed with me. And, you know, when you're doing 2 hours in front of an audience like that, and you feel that way inside, it's traumatic, it's really, really scary. And, you know, and then I kind of ended up in rehab again, and there's like a circle appearing, you know, you come out, you put an album out, you go, hey, you're thin. At the end of the promo, you're a bit fat. You go on tour, you like it for a bit, then you get nervous, then you go rehab. And I thought, it's time to break the cycle.
There's one step in between getting nervous and going to rehab. And that's the drugs, of course. It's not like, you know, I don't like... And that's the...
You say that.
But that's the thing, and that's the thing, he's trying to keep something going in keep some sort of equilibrium or state of control in which you don't then fall into that. No, it's obviously a tempting thing, and it's I guess, a short-term solution to the problems you're facing. And how do you avoid that now? How do you think you can move forward without getting into that situation?
It's always when there's pressure, always something comes, and I've kind of taken the pressure off myself now.
How have you done that?
Well, it's a part-time gig these days, really. You know,
well, that's very sensible. That's very sensible.
You know, and I've got the missus, and she keeps me very grounded, and, you know, it's kind of... there's no need to take myself out of my mind anymore, because I've got somebody that I love with me, and, you know, and... Well, you know...
They called her on camera. So now this young lady in your life, she's an American lady. When did you meet her?
Yeah, but don't hold that against her. She's really cool.
No, I like Americans. Don't worry. But when did you meet her? And this is something, obviously, you've been looking for the right person, and she seems...
Well, I wasn't. That's the thing. you know, in the middle of my 20s, I was kind of after a maid that would look after me and fix me, and then I kind of got into my stroll a little bit and thought I was going to be a bachelor. Yeah. And then I was introduced to Ida, and just things changed. My perspective on everything changed, really, on love, on life, on, you know, what I want to do as regards to children, to marriage, and this business, you know, the whole of this game. She's a wonderful person, and I'm in love. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's the key. You know, to have someone who you can unwind with, someone you can go out to afterwards, and if things are going well or not going well, you can just say, this is what's happening, and let's just sit in bed together and watch some bad TV.
How often do you fall out with your missus?
Well, probably once a year we have a proper row. Right. And it's always about something stupid and petty and nonsensical, you know, and always afterwards...
And when did they start? Did you argue a lot at the beginning or not?
Well, my life's changed a lot. Like you see, I used to drink quite a lot, never like a problem, but like, hold on, it's my show, will you? Oh, you're good, Williams. Oh, you're good.
See what I did, the switcheroo?
Oh, that was like he was playing that thing. I didn't know where the ball was anymore. But no, you know, I've changed a lot, and, you know, it's... Just glad I've got someone I can talk to about it. But without her, I don't think I could have survived and stayed sane trying to do what I do. I don't think I could have done, and without my kids. And that's another thing. You mentioned you changed your approach to family as well. Are you planning kids? Are you planning a family?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, in the next couple of years.
So are you going to move back to the UK, or because you met in LA, and I know you have a kind of a life and you have a house, and of course the weather out there is hard to beat?
Well, you know, I did 7 years in Los Angeles and then got very nostalgic for England and the soul of the place and the people and the humour. And I was showing the missus Stoke-on-Trent on Google Earth. Well, this is what we do.
I can see, I bet she's just said, sell up, let's go. Come on.
She actually did. She was looking at it and she goes, you know what, this is so idyllic. Why don't we go there? I thought, I'll just show you first. So off we went to Stoke, and we had a couple of weeks there, and it was lovely, and the people were amazing, as they always are. And
you have real family and friends there, don't you?
Yeah.
I know you're a big part of the community there.
Yeah,
well.
You know, we were thinking about Babas and all that business, and we thought, you know, I thought, why don't we come back to England and give them an English, you know, accent and school them here and all that business, and she was right up for it. Then, so I bought this house, did the winter, and it was a novelty to the missus because she'd never had a winter before, and layers and coats and workings, and she actually doesn't speak like that. And then winter turned into spring.
Which comes about June, of course, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then, you know, you go, actually, I remember why I'm not here. And you just feel better in the sun. I
love being in the sun. I love waking up with the sun shining every day. Who doesn't? You're right, I can understand why you have it. And if you have the person you love with you, then it kind of doesn't matter. Wherever you are is home.
Yeah, yeah.
OK, so you're back with now. It's wrong to call it a comeback, of course, because you weren't really on, but it kind of feels like that in a weird way. Does it feel that way for you at all?
It's kind of like the script's been written that it is a comeback. You know, and if the script then goes and it's a successful comeback and well done, then I'll be really happy. But
it's a great sound as well. I love the sound. It's kind of like you can feel that some of the lessons you learned or the things you experimented with on the last album are still here. And yet at the same time, it's more grown up. It's classier in a way.
Yeah, there's a definite A and B side. You know, there's a definite A side. It's a bit, you know, old me with, you know, a bit of a wiser head on. And there's the old the rude box kind of stuff is still there, but like you say,
more cutting edge and
yeah, hopefully a bit more classier.
Yeah. Has the missus, and I'm calling the missus because I assume she will be properly, but she kind of is. Has she seen Early take that footage? Has she seen you in the early days? Because you were.
Yeah, that was one of the first things. That's one of the first things that I got out of the way. Really, was YouTube and the Do What You Like video. With the jolly and the mops.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought,
sadly, I know that oh too well. We've shown that a few times.
I thought, if she's OK with this, she'll be all right.
You said you'd bumped into the boys recently. You're not